Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Today's video is going to be a little bit short just because I wasn't able to complete it due to trying to get everything ready for winter. As you can see, we finally got some snow, which we really need, so I'm not going to be upset about it. But it just makes things kind of complicated for everybody. But hey, we're getting moisture, so that is awesome. So this video, like I said, is going to be a little bit short. Basically, it's the Monaco here, doing some work on it. I got to where we were going to start messing with fixing the brake booster, but I just wasn't able to complete it this week for this video. So hopefully really soon, next week, I hopefully will have a little bit more time since, I won't have to be preparing for the snow since we already got it. As you've seen, if you watched my shorts, I got the red truck put in a container. I didn't get the rust runner put in, unfortunately, but I'm still hoping to. Anyway, so I'm going to just show what I have of this. The New Yorker Part 2, I may actually just put that on the end of this because turns out the engine may be bad in the New Yorker, so we couldn't get it to start. It was making really bad noise, so I'll probably just throw it right here on the end of this so you guys can kind of see that. Also, I just want to thank you guys again. I can't believe I'm at like 5,200 subscribers in less than 5 months. I really appreciate it, and I'd like you guys to invite you guys to like and subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate it. I've got some shirts being designed that once they're ready, they'll be available as well. Lots of cool stuff coming. I'm so excited about this channel. So much going to happen. Just bear with me here. It's still the very early stages. But we're going to have a lot of fun, all of us. Anyway, thanks again for watching and enjoy. Welcome to part 2 of the Monaco. Today I've got my dad helping me. We're going to be doing a couple things. Probably a compression test. Also hoping to fix this. The alignment. Basically what's happening is when I change the carburetor, this sits too high for the factory bracketry. So what I did is I went and found this piece off of a 80s Dodge truck that has a 4-barrel. And essentially you just mount that in that spot, and then it mounts the throttle cable up a bit. So it is going to probably take a little bit of modification and bending just so that it misses the kickdown linkage, but we will get that taken care of. Also found potentially one of the misses is that the number 8 spark plug wire was actually not even hooked to the spark plug. It was pushed onto like one of the bolts instead of the spark plug. So that would be the miss, hopefully. So we're going to fire it up right now and find out. So this is going to be hard to hear me, but one way... Sounding a lot better. And just so you know, this is my dad. He's been doing this for over 40 years. It's amazing. Got that bracket on there as well. Sure did make a difference. No clearance issues or anything like that. So Owen's been wanting to clean the interior of this car for a while. So while Dad and I are working on it, he's in here detailing it. We'll see how good he can get those seats.
I got this.
Ooh. Turtle wax. It works. I like McGuire's more, but turtle wax is good stuff too. Still think that dash is awesome.
I didn't know it was black.
I've decided that this car might be problematic while in my ownership. While we were working on the carburetor and tuning, it decided to start leaking out the rear main seal really bad. So there's a big old puddle of oil now. So that's pretty awesome. And then on the brakes, like I've mentioned in the first video, there's like no adjustment. They're right at the top. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to loosen those bolts on both sides right here and just pull that out and put a spacer in it so that it's not right on the pedal at all times. I think that's what's going to do it. I hope. And then of course we still need to run all the rear brakes and put the front brakes on the right boss so that they're in the right place. And it has kind of a little tiny proportioning valve down there. I think I'm going to find a proper proportioning valve and just go through all the brakes. That way everything is safe and how it should be. So in the future, I'm not going to be able to do that right yet, but I'm going to pull all the brake stuff off of a 1973 Dodge D100 that I have. It has an 8 3/4 with 10-inch drums, and then should work. And I may put a sugar grip in it while I'm doing it just for fun. So I'm going to pull this demon off. We've decided it's over fueling this, even though it's a 383. So I bought this carburetor brand new a while back and had it on a 318 for a short time, and it was just flooding out constantly. The car wouldn't run proper, anything, and I just took it off and threw it in the shelf. Luckily, I have another one as well that I got with a car somewhere, I don't remember, and it seems to have a lot smaller jets. So we're going to take this one back off and either use the other one or switch the jets. I'm not sure. But so far, like, I've heard great things about these carburetors. I haven't liked it personally just yet. It's Demon. But maybe. I've always liked thermoquads, and this is kind of a thermoquad design. And so I really was hopeful, and I still am. So we'll see what happens. Of course, once we get it running and everything, we've got to tear it all back apart anyway so we can fix the rear main now. So there's going to be a lot to do with this car. Look how happy these Demon carburetors are. Big old smiley face. He sure is making it look a lot better. Still a lot of work to do, but anything helps. Well, the other Demon is mounted. Seems to be running okay, but we still have some adjustment to do. Okay, so that was the Monaco. Lots more going to happen with that in the future. I'm really excited. And here's the clips that I had of the New Yorker. Finally doing part 2 on the New Yorker. Today we're going to attempt to make it spark and get it running. Then hopefully get the tires aired up and take it for a ride if everything goes as I would like it to. Anyway, so check it out. Okay, so we were like literally 4 minutes into the project, and well, doggone it, found out that they gave us the wrong points. So now we're gonna just be standing here waiting and waiting and waiting for the new ones to be delivered. But that's actually not entirely true. We're also working on the 71 Coronet down here to make it a roller. And then pretty soon, I think I'm gonna list that car for sale. I still have mixed emotions. I really like this car, but I don't really need this car, and so I just don't know what to do. But Kevin and Cameron are over here removing all the rusty brake stuff, and now it will spin. Only one wheel left, and I already broke the steering column all apart. Okay, I did it the right way. I didn't really break it, and so now it will steer. So this car will be ready to go soon. Cop rallies, even though they're not the correct year, because they didn't start using the cop rallies until I want to say the mid 70s. They do kind of look cool on here. So anyway, we're gonna get back to the points as soon as the parts get here. Okay, so the correct points are here. So we've got the points, and we've got the condenser, which is always a good idea to replace at the same time. Just so you guys are aware, they're Blue Streak brand, and the correct ones for your like 60s 440 383, the condenser is part number AL5677P, and the correct points are CH14V. So just to help you guys out, because that's what we ran into. We got the wrong parts just because we didn't know the correct part number. So we're going to go ahead and put those in. Also going to replace the fuel pump and run a rubber line up with the inline fuel filter. And then, not that there's anything in this fuel tank, because the fuel tank that's in the car has been crushed and has holes in it, but we don't want to risk sucking anything up. So we're not even going to have that fuel line hooked up to the new pump. We're just going to run another fuel line right into a 5-gallon gas tank just to start it up. But first of all, we're just going to see if we can get spark, see if we can get it to fire. Also need to hook the vacuum advance line up, so that hose is a little too short, so I've got new line we're going to cut and put in it. And then really hoping to have this thing fired up today and see if we can drive it. Okay, so it's getting spark. However, the starter is definitely weak. So we're pulling a high torque starter out of a Dodge Ram over in that pile of stuff, and we're going to put that on. Meanwhile, I'm going to see if I can get this carburetor to free up a little bit, because it's pretty nasty. Okay, so I think we're getting closer to maybe starting it. We're getting the starter installed, and I installed my $5 carb kit. So now it kind of works freely. I wouldn't drive it like that, but we can try to fire it up. But I'm going to show you a really quick tech tip, especially on these old cars. It's so hard to remember the firing order. So write it right here on the core support, and then if you don't remember which side the cylinders are, you got it right here. So this is obviously 2468 and 1357, and you know, mark it down. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, but for real, if you have ever questioned which side number 1 is, it's going to be one of the front ones. And if you look at the front of the engine, One cylinder is further forward than the others. That is number one. So this is number one. And if you look across the engine, you can sort of see, it's kind of hard with distributor and everything, but this is the one that's furthest forward. So just kind of something to know. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. Unfortunately, the New Yorker, like I said, the engine is bad, so I'm not sure what to do with that just yet. We do have other engines and everything, so there's a possibility we'll put it together. Also, may just sell it as it is. It's really unfortunate that that engine is bad. It's a really cool car, super clean and super neat. Thank you, Cameron and Kevin, for helping on it. Maybe next time we work on something, we'll have better luck. Fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks again. Again, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Lots gonna happen in the future. I can't wait. I'm excited to show you guys all this stuff we have planned, and have a great weekend.